this rush to hear the case on Monday, and maybe they may even want to throw the case out on the same day. Only God knows what the plan is. That's my question. TinUBu should answer. APC should answer. What are they? Why are they in a hurry? You knew how long we had to wait for the judgment tribunal with Justice TSAMmaNi and his other rogue judges. You knew how long Nigerians kept waiting and waiting, and then they came and did that type of sham, wicked judgment. And they're planning to do the same now. But now with hearing what is going on, the FBI files will have to be released, and I sense very strongly that the FBI files will be released even before the end of the hearing of the case in the Supreme Court. Because I think David Hunde and some others have called on the FBI that because of the case that is going on in Nigeria with the Supreme Court, that already just quickly fast-forwarded their hearing to this Monday, because they know that 31st of October is the day that FBI is going to start releasing files of TinUBu, and then TinUBu knows what is there, and his people know what is there, what is in those files. They know that there is no way any judge in his right mind, no matter how much they have been bribed, that time after those files come out, no judge will have the heart to collect money and thwart justice and twist justice in favor of TinUBu. So that's why quickly they want to do this on Monday, so that by the time the files are released, it will be like it's too late. He's a sitting president. Even the highest court in the land has upheld his presidency. And what they are planning to do is the same old game of technicalities. But this time around, it will not work. The FBI are planning to release the files before the hearing is over.
The Greenspan files emergency motion to FBI to urgently release TinUBu's criminal file. According to the details in the 2,500 document, which is expected to provide more information about TinUBu's time in the United States, including when he entered the country, under what name he entered, and his activities while there. The documents are also expected to shed light on TinUBu's alleged involvement in drug trafficking in the 90s. Immediately as these reports break out, the next thing now we're going to hear say breaking news, will say Justice Inyang Okoro pressuring other justices to reject articles fresh evidence. Now so the thing can talk say Justice Inyang Okoro is piling pressure on other Supreme Court justices to reject the fresh evidence filed by Atiku Abubakar from the disposition of officials of the Chicago State University, showing that Bola Tinubu used a fake certificate to contest in the year 2023 presidential election. Okoro, according to a Supreme Court insider, is arguing that if the fresh evidence is accepted, it would become hard to save TinUBu. Okoro is on the neck of his colleagues to save TinUBu and reject the fresh evidence from Atiku, the informant said. 3 justices have so far insisted that the laws must be followed. They are also of the view that the Supreme Courts had in the past accepted fresh evidence. This one are the justice in Okoro. No what we not go where you son. My country people. Una see this government, I don't know where they drag us they go. Or in the name of say they want keep integrity where they cement. Now they see me they take leave TinUBu, make it sit down for where it sit down. Some the way they talk, say leave and make you just spend the 4 years come up for there. Minus the forgery of certificate where you go do. Una remember say this same man brag say he worked for Deloitte and Touche for years. Now he say work follow them. And when he talk at me, the man was confidently. If una see when TinUBu they talk and say he worked for Deloitte and Touche for years, he was saying it as he said those ones they be robots where he work for. Say they not go reply him. He not even get shame. At last, when those one reply and say they don't know him or they don't even know he be. The next thing we hear say he mute. e not talk again. Our employer would deny you, say they don't know you, and you no fit bring evidence when you take work. At least you still get ID card where they give you. If not for years, at least you still know one colleague where still know you. Nobody knows you. Nothing, not even while you go post when they go work together, or when they don't work, when they work together. Nothing. Right now, when they see am say everything, we be say they want to aid TinUBu, it dey very tight. If they look here evidence, they look the evidence they. Now they can't think and say wetin we go do. Now there they can't come up with suggestion where MC Olumo and other people will be say they carry the waka can't talk. So okay, we need to deal with the main source, the main person where they call David die, where they bring all this information come out right now. That one don't cry, come out to can't talk, say MC Olumo and the gang don't provide talks, come out, make they travel around, make they can't look for them, make they deal with them. The main question where everybody they ask now, why the SuDDen 23rd of October where they want to start the proceeding of the Supreme Court? Una remember say the FBI talk say they go release this thing towards the ending of October, which is 31st. We are expecting the FBI go release TinUBu file on the 31st. Una remember say this one are the mago where they do for inside judiciary, where we say if they don't, one person don't give date, the consent and say if that something can't come out, everything don't scatter for internet, it go come hard for them to give a proper verdict. Then the whole thing go be very difficult for them. So they can't decide. All of a sudden we just they sleep one day. Now we all hear for me as we just look and we see message now enter. Say Supreme Court don't give on the 23rd of October where they want to start proceeding. My country people, una remember say before now too, the matter of say article no go fit bring fresh evidence come out. That one don't they go around. In fact, they revisit the same information over and over again. Make I remind una chikere. Una remember say TinUBu lawyers had asked the Apex court not to entertain the fresh 32-page disposition as they were brought outside the 180 days provided by the Electoral Act 2022 for the hearing of the petition against the February 25th presidential election. In the reply to the application for leave filed by Article Counsel to TinUBu, Wole Onipekun SAN submitted that the Apex court lacked the necessary jurisdiction to receive and decide to the fresh evidence at this stage of the appeal. So immediately when the FBI see am say Nigeria government don't do wuru, they don't move their own date to the 23rd. Wait till they not announce before, all of a sudden they just talk am. Now there, now US constantly strategize their own again. Right now with the year say TinUBu is countered by the US court trespass seeking immediate release of files following TinUBu's motion in the U.S. courts in Washington, D.C. to block or delay the release of the thousands of files that the FBI promised to release. TinUBu filing his lawsuit in the U.S. is an indirect acceptance that these files seriously incriminate him. Remember, the FBI goes after hardened and serious criminals and people who commit heinous felonies. My country people, in a bid to counter TinUBu's move, Aaron Greenspan, the owner of the Plain site, filed a counter motion urging the courts to grant the hearing as soon as they can, even if it will be by Zoom, so that they can explain why the FBI should release the files immediately. The question I be say, who be this Aaron Greenspan? This man now gets plainsight.org and is known for tracking legal cases against big organization for United States. This same man, whether they call Aaron Greenspan, now he fight for the freedom of information alongside our journalist David Udai. Now, the question I be say, wetin can consign this man, consign wetin we dey talk of these Supreme Courts. This man one of the seats where be Greenspan, wey they call Aaron Greenspan. Na TinUBu nightmare. In fact, TinUBu no wan make him close eye see am for a dream. Oma Oniemi no wan make him see am at all. Right now, wetin this man dey do now, he dey note everything down wey e be say the Supreme Court and TinUBu dey do together. Now remember, say all these people, hey, they get tracker. Go reach wetin they do for your bedroom. You know they know how they say they know everything. So right now, he don't stand gidigba for this matter of this FBI. May they release the file, whether they release them before on the 23rd or whether they release them on the 31st. So the facts now be say TinUBu go gbalegbe with this case. He never see case. So hey, they say this man, they say he's a dreaded one. Oh, TinUBu they run right now. TinUBu is confused. They say if this man they call Greenspan enter your case, you go baga. Oh, my country people. Now remember, say I talk say 3 of the judges wey wan judge for the Supreme Court for this case wey dey come on the 23rd. 3 don talk say make they follow the rule of law, make they do am JuDGe, make they not do wuru put. Because of wetin happen to this Justice TSAMmaNi, they say right now, so they talk now. Now we share, now the man, now he sit down put right now. Say the man they suffer wetin they call prostrate. I think I'm not to be prostrate. We be say peace go dey come, the peace go come small, e no go come finish. Wey go be like say obstruction dey where that peace for day, and some people come dey get that board, the thing come big well. The way they lead to other form of disease they call cancer. Even erection too, and other things. So it be say e no go do with they make the man they enjoy woman again. Come dey hear say after this Justice TSAMmaNi don't come back from Paris, he was unable to fix his enlarged prostate. He has been on wheelchair and cannot walk. According to an informant at the appeal court, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, who had gone to visit hailing TSAMmaNi, did not enjoy his visit. TSAMmaNi was said to have angrily told Wike that they are responsible for its ailments. I am not sure what the judge may have meant by that, but TSAMmaNi is simply not a happy man today. All this is because TinUBu want to become president. He want to be the hero wey be say go come off fuel subsidy. According to Ram, for the nation to advance, sacrifice is necessary. Adding that if the fuel subsidy hadn't been eliminated, Nigeria would have imploded. Right? But yet it's crystal clear that you dey talk say make they bear with you want fix Nigeria. Make you look all the people wey they put. You president, you be Yoruba. The policeman wey you put for them na Yoruba. The custom officer we put for them na Yoruba. The CBN we put for them na Yoruba. The FCC na Yoruba. The ICPC na Yoruba. The immigration officer we put for them na Yoruba. The chief of army staff na Yoruba. The chief justice of Nigeria na Yoruba. And you say you want fix Nigeria, and you say make we make sacrifice when you dey select your own people they put for there. Oga, wake up. I think many people they wonder say why TinUBu government never see settled even after months of his swearing in. We be say don't become president. The reason na the 20th of October 2020 when innocent people die, when the government not talk, they not take account of wetin they do. They're not they responsible. Say okay, this thing for once may they come and may they talk true. Now this one, deliver to me. Conte share the post we make 3 years ago. He said, just so we are clear, I hold Bola TinUBu as responsible as the persons that removed the CCTV cameras, the hands that turned off the street light, and the fingers that pulled the triggers on the 20th of 2020. Let posterity record my testimony. And true, posterity is recorded in testimony. Just look at since this man entered, he has not had peace. One peace Nigerians never give him. They give him wutu. All waiting don't do for the past, they are all coming back to him. Now, also for my last video, I talk about Babachiwa Lawa, where be say he reply the errand boy of APC where they call Moka. So right now, in the comment, they talk say now TinUBu followers now reach out to Ram, tell and say man, TinUBu no win no, now Obi now win the last election. As he said that one never see end. According to Usman Bugaji for an interview with Channel Television, say TinUBu is not in charge of his government. Say this remove and put all they see so. Say now people, he bought the way be say, they take decision, then they remove and then they put. Say TinUBu, he not be the kind person we be saying if you know before. Oh yeah, oh you what do you more? It can't be like ashes. Say before, say TinUBu na fire. He say but the TinUBu when they see now, yeah we moy na he be na ashes na he be na. He not be anything. They say he go, he don't come out. He person. They say not be TinUBu na he other day. Say he don't come out. But wait till they make me they wonder. Say wait till make TinUBu come make him money like this. I can't they wonder, say, okay, I've been now because of the things, all the evidence where they come out, especially this FBI won't come out. So the man, he not come be himself again. I can't think and say, if he be my country people, things they my country people, many of like say they carry, they talk. I get video one play for now. I they carry evidence. Waka, I go show now the video. We could see. Area, I hello. Not too much. I hail you na full chest. It's on a Bod TV board.
The early stage policies and decisions that he has made, how disappointed or how hopeful are you in Bola Tinubu?
Well, as you know, I have worked with him. I was in the AC and ACN. So I have the privilege of having to work with him. And I'm honestly disappointed because I expected. He's a person who I know he would always have a book around him reading. He would always, you would be able to engage him. But all that magic has evaporated. I don't see it.
You think he has been demystified
by the
federal and the national level task?
I don't know. We are still in the process. But certainly that magic, that idea of a person who can solve problems is not there. Because look at the bundle of problems that are there.
You thought that TinUBu's name is synonymous to fixing Nigeria's problems at the initial stage?
No, I didn't think that he was synonymous, but I knew that he had talents that you could apply to solve, problems. Certainly. I mean, but I don't
find... in the last months?
I don't find them.
Well, look at the appointments that he has made. And there is being a few reversal, withdrawal. What do you make of those kind of situations?
Well, first, I think the appointment system seems to be in crisis. Because, I mean, I worked in the presidency for 4 years, and appointments were made, and we know the processes that we go through. You never get to that point. I mean, you have to do thorough due diligence. You have to weigh and you have to consult the stakeholders. So by the time it gets to the table of the president, with all the options you have given him, whoever the president chooses, you will find that he fits in and, he will be accepted because you would have done the consultations, you would have done the due diligence. But this kind of ad hoc system, it doesn't even look like the president knows when the appointments are being made. It's like he wakes up and then he suddenly discovers appointments are being made. It's like he wakes up and then he suddenly discovers that such and such and
How
such.
Embarrassing
I don't know. It's terrible. We're doing this in front of the whole world.
The presidency has a proper government structure, isn't it?
We are doing all this.
It's a parastatal on its own, isn't it?
Yeah, we are doing this in front of the world. And what is the world going to think of us? We are tumbling and fumbling. We don't know our left from our right. We don't seem to know who is supposed to do what. There's no system there.
What do you think could be happening? Could this be politics or could it be bad administration going on in the presidency?
I would say it's sheer incompetence. They have gotten people who have no idea of the job they are supposed to be doing. And this is why they are, they are embarrassing the government, embarrassing the country, and because if they knew, the first thing is that if you have an appointment to make, you go through a certain processes. Fair enough, you have people who have worked for you politically and who you want to reward. For as long as they are qualified and they are able to do this job, that's fair for me. Of course, you have to also be careful because, one thing you would never want to do if you are in government is exclusion. The moment people realize that you are taking or you are only making preference of people who come from a particular section of the country, then you have created for yourself a huge problem. Because then you lose trust, from the people, then you are perceived as a chauvinist, not as a national leader. And then nobody trusts what you say, and nobody can actually come out. But worst of it is that people who feel excluded are going to fight.
Reactions have trailed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's withdrawal of Imam Kashim Imam as the chairman of the board of directors of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency. The 24-year-old was on October 13th appointed by the president for a renewable 4-year term. His appointment generated concerns, with many saying that he lacked the requisite experience for the job. Presidential spokesman Ajuri Ngelale announced the withdrawal of Imam's nomination on Thursday with immediate effect. Well, let's take some reactions. This is from Kenny, who wrote, Imam Kashim is a brilliant kid, but definitely hasn't met the requirements to lead a large organization like FERMA. He concluded NYSC last year and is currently 24 years old. His total work experience, which must have been acquired through internship or volunteering, doesn't accumulate up to 3 years. Most engineering directorate or chairmanship positions requires a minimum of 10 years experience. That is the rhetoric out there, Rufai. Let me take Bayo Ononuga's tweet in defense to TinUBu, because a lot of people were questioning why he keeps withdrawing and appointing people. He says, Ade Tutu, a wise leader, corrects himself when he makes what appears to be a mistake. It does not take anything away from him, but shows that he listens to public opinion. Good decision or not, Rufai?
It was a bad decision in the first place now. I mean, we all know what it is now. It was a bad decision. He didn't meet the requirement. Man wasn't qualified. He just finished his master, just finished doing NYSC. For a directorate like FERMA, man that has barely how many years of experience, you want to now lead over people that had more prerequisite experience. It's not done. And I'm happy that Mr. Bayo Ononuga accept that this is a mistake, because they are always couching it in such a way that, the president can do no wrong. But no, this was wrong. But the question is, why didn't they fix it in the first? Why did they make the announcement? So it just shows that there's a lot of problems going on in their cabinets. They've been making a lot of haphazard decisions. And please, the mistakes are becoming one too many. Look at the case of the EFCC now. Until Mr. Femi Falana had to echo it. What are we saying? The EFCC chief and the ICP were both from the Southwest. These are all that very nepotistic decision-making processes. And it's a blight. It is a blight on the government. So is it that you didn't do your due diligence and your rigor? But we've had many blights on this government. As we speak today, a serving NYSC member is minister. Until today, nobody has said anything about it. They think that if the media keeps quiet, the thing will just go away like that. Operation Don't Talk, Operation Silent. We know all these PR gimmicks. It's not right. A serving core member. What does the law say? We all know what the law says. A serving core member is still Minister of Entertainment Affairs or something. And nobody's saying about we want a good country and culture, and we are deceiving ourselves. You see me, I don't know how to deceive people. I will tell you, they will like you, like me, you don't like. I don't care about your likeness. Right. I tell you the truth so that it will be on record. I said, today now, we've tried to keep quiet as if it's not happening. But if another person does it, we'll shout.
No, but we are speaking, Rufai.
But we are saying it. So one too many mistakes is happening in this government, and they should watch it.
All deceased victims of police brutality and appropriate compensation for their families. Can we truly say that has happened?
Yes, so based on the panel report, there was some monies given out to the families of people that were affected, not only as regards NSAS, but police brutality all this while, which was that was the panel that was led by Justice Doris Okobi. She did an extensive job on that. But we all know, because if I'm going to ask the question this morning, Oji, you said, is justice really done? We don't get justice in Nigeria because people politicize justice.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
For good measure, yesterday made it 37 years Delegiwa was killed.
I love that you brought that up, Rufai.
Until today,
I love that
nobody,
you brought that up.
We've not gotten justice for Delegiwa. Nobody has been fingered or perpetrating that crime. Till today, too, we do not know, 3 years after, who ordered the shooting at the toll gate, who ordered the turning off of the light, who ordered the turning off of the camera, and other things that happen. So justice is always, delayed and politicized. Till today, let's not forget, Bola Ige died in this country, Minister of Justice. He didn't get justice. The pain of that death killed Justice Atinuke, his wife. couple of years after I died. Yes. So people don't get justice in this country. So yes, some monies have been paid to these people, but is it really justice? Have we learned anything? What have we learned? We've learned political gaslighting at the end of NSAS. How people can tell you lies. Oh, nothing happened. Nobody died. Fake news. They are saying, oh yeah, bring out the bodies and everything. And when the issue of mass burial came up now, we are couching it in a different way. Nobody died. Nothing happened and everything. Pointing, accusing fingers. Oh, massacre without blood and everything. See, we will all live to a certain extent and we'll leave this world and we'll go. And we'll meet our maker. And our maker will ask us questions. You see, life is about legacies you leave for many generations yet unborn. We as a country must have to deal with the pain of NSAS and ensure that those people that died did not die in vain. And we as a country cannot keep cutting short the life of our lovely young people, youth, in their prime, no matter what the case might be. Till date, people are still being harassed when they carry laptops and the likes and all of that. People are still being profiled. We must do better. We are not building a country this way. We are building a joke. We are building a charade. I don't know how to deceive people. Even me, myself, I don't deceive myself. This is the way I'm taught for myself, and I will say it the way it is. Right. May God heal this country.
May God heal this country, and that's really all we are asking for.
Hey, una do well. So na be Bod TV Bod. I beg, me kuna like, share, me kuna sub. Not too much, I will say.